Hi there, this is Larissa from the Vegetarian Zen Podcast, and in today's video, I will be showing you what to do with what's in this package. This is tofu. This is actually extra firm tofu, and a lot of times people will tell us, I like tofu when I have it in a restaurant, but I don't know if I buy a package, I don't know what to do with it. So what we'll do today is just show you what it looks like, how to drain it, and then a little bit later in the video I'm going to be marinating some tofu because we're doing tofu and mushrooms for dinner tonight, so I'll show you how to slice it and put it in that marinade. So I guess that's it, and let's move on to opening our tofu. Alright, so first thing we want to do is we want to open our package of tofu. Now this has water in it, so what you'll just do is just take a knife, run it around, run it around the edges to cut that plastic, and then leave the plastic on a little bit because you're going to drain that water out, and this will keep it from falling out. So you just want to take this over a bowl or over your sink and kind of press a little bit firmly on it. That'll drain the water out that way. And then you can finish opening your package. And so you've got this nice block of extra firm tofu. And I know it doesn't look really appetizing like this, but I tell you what, when you fix it, when you put it in stir fry or put it on the grill, it turns out great. So the next thing you're going to want to do is you want to get as much water, so you can still see that there's a lot of water in there. So you want to get as much of that out as possible. So get yourself a plate and some layers of paper towels, or you can use, if you have a tea towel or something like that, you can use that as well. You want to put your paper towel on the plate, put your tofu block in the center, and cover it with another layer of paper towels. So then once you get this covered, what you're going to want to do is put something heavy on it. I usually put a few cookbooks, so I'm going to grab a couple of books and put those right on top of that. If you have a book that's going to be damaged by water, don't put it on the bottom. This has a slit cover, so it's okay. But because that's going to soak through. So you want to let it drain for about 15 minutes. So we'll come back in about 15 minutes and do the marinade. Alright, so now we've had our tofu pressing for about 15 minutes, and so let's take the books off. Put those over there, and then we'll take this towel, and so you can see how much moisture was in there. That's a lot that came out of there, you can see that. So we'll just put that to the side, and now put your tofu, because we're going to slice this tofu. Now, depending on what you want to do with this, if you're doing it in a stir fry, you might want to cube it, or, so however you want to do it. But for this recipe that I'm going to do, the tofu with mushroom wine sauce, yum, I'm going to slice it. So I'm going to slice this, I'll turn it a little bit, into about 1/2-inch slices. And you can do it long ways, you can do it this way, depending on, how big you want your slices. But to me, that's good right there. So we'll do that and just keep slicing till you get them all done. And then what I've done is I've got a marinade that I'm putting together. It's a really basic marinade. It's vegetable broth and balsamic vinegar and shallots and garlic. Okay, so we've got our pieces, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, well, we got 11. So, okay, so then the next thing you want to do is get a shallow glass dish. Glass is best. And then this is a mixture of 1 cup of vegetable broth and 1/4 cup of balsamic vinegar. And then right here, I've got a mixture of chopped shallot and chopped garlic. So all I'm going to do is just put those in there, like that, and give them a good spin. And then I'm going to take my tofu slices and lay them out like this. And again, this is extra firm. Anytime you're marinating tofu like this, you really want extra firm tofu, and it'll say that on the package because it's got, you can get more of the water out of it. It'll stay together better. And then especially if you're grilling, this is going to be baked, but if you're grilling, you really need to get extra firm and get it all pressed out. Okay, so there is 11 pieces of tofu. And then all I'm going to do is take this marinade, pour it over those guys, and try not to splash my shirt. There you go. There. And then just give each one of them a flip to make sure they're coated. Now, I mean, this is a pretty, pretty deep here, so they're pretty much coated, but go ahead and flip them. And then you want to marinate this for at least an hour to let the flavors really soak in. That's the great thing about tofu, is that it absorbs whatever it's in. So whatever flavors you've got in your marinade or your sauce, it's going to soak those up, and it just makes it super, super delicious. So that's all. Cover this with some plastic wrap and put it in your refrigerator to marinate at least an hour. I'm actually going to leave mine overnight tonight because it's too late right now to do the rest of the dish. We got so caught up in video recording that I don't have time to do it. So I'm going to let it marinate overnight and then finish my dish tomorrow. So that is it for this video. And I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you found it helpful. If you have, please leave a comment on YouTube or go out to visit us on Facebook or go to our website and let us know that you've found this valuable, and also leave us suggestions for any other videos that you might want to see us do in the future. All right, well, I appreciate it. Vicki and I really appreciate you tuning in, so we'll see you next time.